It's official. Video number 4. I know I'll eventually stop counting, but forgive me for now. And yes, this is what I look like with makeup on. I thought to be cute today. Sorry about the walking. I can't find the right spot to be in. So this is the day before my infusion, iron infusion treatments is what I'm getting. It's an attempt to get my iron levels to where they need to be, where they should have always been. So the theme of this video is me walking everywhere. Just kidding. It is official. I can definitely say I'm much better than I was when I first got out of that appointment. Oh my gosh, I feel like ready to just collapse. So you do need to take a nap and rest after these infusions. Like, you're not just gonna get up and like bounce out of that office and just like get to life. You're not doing that. But you will need a nap, or at least a lay down or rest. My ADHD, but I couldn't properly sleep through, but I did knock out for at least an hour or two. That helped quite a bit. And I had to run a quick errand, so got that done. But yeah, definitely taking it easy. You're not gonna run a marathon, like I keep saying, and you're not gonna do heavy duty stuff. Like, you're not gonna cook a whole meal and just like, don't plan for things like that. Make sure like light meals for that day, not just for your stomach, but just for everything, and just so you can handle it. It's not for the faint at heart, but it definitely is something to do if you need it. That's my final on that, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, enjoying this nice warm day out, and grateful that it is even warm out. All right then, till next time. So here's what it looks like after an infusion treatment. I see why doctors don't recommend this. I see why this is not your first option, but I see why. But I don't know yet why it will be more beneficial, but we'll find out soon if it is more beneficial for me. But it's still you doing an IV. It's still you flushing salines and iron through your body. That still requires a lot. Anytime you're putting something into your body, not through your mouth, it's not easy. It's a process, and it still does have a wear and tear on you. Yes, afterwards, you can be a little not quite yourself, and that takes a getting used to. But all in all, I'm definitely taking today easy. I'm definitely not like trying to run a marathon or get a whole lot of stuff done. We're not doing that. I would love to take a nap right now, but I have to get home first. I definitely did not drive myself, and I'm so grateful I didn't. I don't think I would have enjoyed driving home. I think I would have probably slept in the car before I drove home. This is not an easy button. Don't go pressing it unless you really need it. But if you need it, it's doable. It's definitely doable. It's not chaos. It's not the end of the world. But it's not an easy pill. With that said, I will probably record the rest of this video later, because I do not have the stamina or bandwidth for this right now. Sorry. Yeah. So as I grow on this journey, just see what it looks like before versus after. So the day before, still have everything the way it's supposed to be. It takes according to them, about a week to 2 weeks to feel the full effects. I think it's like 6 or 7 days. It's days. It's not like immediate. So it's not going to be like, oh, I got the juice. It's going to be like slow recharge. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping there are no complications or issues with it. All my friends are waiting for me to see how it goes, to see whether they're doing it too. Yeah. So that's the update on that. And again, life comes with all its challenges and its different things. And we bend so we don't break. I learned that as a kid in a book called Nectar and a Sieve. It's a book written about an Indian impoverished family and their journey to just surviving. And the woman learns, her main lesson in the story is, bend so you don't break. Because with all the challenges that happen in life, if you sit and you allow the challenges to determine your response to life, allow them to determine how you deal with things, it could cause you to break. And so the concept of bending so you don't break is the idea that shifting, it's kind of like shifting with the sand, but unlike sand that doesn't have like a sedimentary spot and that goes all over the place, that grass has a spot it's coming back to. It's got a spot it's rooted in. Yes, it's bending to avoid the damage or the possible breakage, but it's still rooted. It's still stuck in a spot. It still has ties. It still has roots. It still has depth. It still has structure. It's not lost like sand, but it's got movement like sand, but it's not sand. So sometimes, you adapt and you shift to what is needed and what is necessary in that season or in that time. Doesn't mean that you lose yourself or you lose who you are. And yeah, the grass changes. Grass gets gray. It has a life cycle. You have a life cycle as well. I mean, the idea that you're going to be the same. I hear people say, oh, I haven't changed. That's not a brag. That's a problem. Because as you learn new things, as new things get filled into your cup, as you grow, if you don't change from that, if those experiences, those circumstances, that situation doesn't change you, I got a question. Are you a human being? Are you real? Or are you one of these new AI plastics? Either way, things gotta learn. And as we grow, we bend. And as we change, we bend. And, that's basic life. So this is a two-part video. So first half I decided to shoot before the infusion. Second half will be after the infusion, because I'm curious what I look like. I want to see the me before and the me after. Let's do this together. See you tomorrow. Also, I forgot to mention that the iron infusion treatments that I was approved for are like 2 weeks worth of iron infusion treatments, and they're like about 2 to 3 days apart. So even though this was my first one, in a couple more days I'll have my second one, and a couple more days I have another one, a couple more days another one, so all the way up into August. And and so then after the 2 week period of getting them in, then I'll be done. And then we have to wait to see if it really took. And then there's like a 3-month checkup after that to see where my iron levels really are at that point, and to see what I've gotten to. Yeah, it's a process. It really is. I think sometimes we get comfortable in the idea that you can just snap your fingers and fix a problem. But any problem that you fixed with the snap of a finger, you should be careful with what comes back from that. Real problems require time to solve, especially if they took time to get where they are. So yeah, I'm getting my iron done right away, but technically, 2 weeks plus some more time for it to enter my system and for it to actually reach and to know where it really hit. Yeah, come on. When you take the pills, you don't know how much you're hitting until you take the blood test, until after a while of taking the pills. So yeah, everything takes time. Just like people who cut up their body. You still gotta wait for it to heal. And then you gotta see what it really looked like. Not that I ever advocate that. I'm not a fan of such things. I feel like you do harm to your body, more harm than you do good, just because you can't be content with what you have. Again, I'm not judging you for whatever you do. I'm just saying, that's my take on it. Alrighty then. Whew. this journey called life. I had a really fun ride with my Uber rider right before that. We were talking about the most interesting thing. I don't know if I want to add that to this, but I like a nice audience, and I don't want an audience that's gonna come and poke at me. No, at some point I'm gonna have to get awkward and have an audience that pokes at me. But until then, we gonna stay PG and keep things clean. But yeah, all right. Ask any questions that you want to ask. How did it hurt? All that good stuff. Yeah, there was some pain. I forgot to mention that. There was some pain in my arm towards the end of the saline. I think that's something I think I'm used to experiencing whenever I take a saline of any kind. So I don't think that had to do so much with the infusion than anything else. But yeah, but anything else you have to ask or are curious about, feel free to ask, and I'll go ahead and answer them. All right, thanks for watching. Till next time.